I just noticed the mouth open. Yeah! Yeah, no, it's, little detail. I stick my, I do the tongue. Mlem. 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 I never noticed that before, really. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I'll just stick chocolate bar in it randomly. Well, you know what? If I can ever figure out how to, like, add those kinds of things into, like, what you can do with the shiny bites, then I will absolutely make that something to do eventually. There's the music. Oh, pardon me. Like, spite make sentence? Damn, we're hitting the deep thoughts tonight. Yeah, no, pretty much. Shit happens. Sometimes it's just you weird. But hey, you know what? It's all about being weird. Speaking of being weird, let's begin the mecha weirdness. Preparing all game data. Data prepared. Oh, 70 years ago was the peak of human prosperity. That moved way too quickly. Every possibility felt within reach. Humanity was together as one. What the that's so quick! But a single incident changed one full swoop. Ominous object. It's going too fast! With all attempts to trickery, it was unstoppable, making the atmosphere without fail. The impact change rates make that. This is all animated. What the hell? This is new. Ferocious creature from within spread like wildfire, bringing destruction upon their trails. That's surfing! They animated outworld elements able to kill humans within days. They corroded metals. It was an apocalypse with over 95... What? 95% of us die?! With the apocalypse coming to a stalemate, they found the World Defense Force... Goddamn! The WDF and the researchers developed unmanned military robot with long-range controls called MASS. Goddamn! I can't! Its schematics and knowledge were provided, but to anyone who wished to join the cause with people from shelters all around the world producing in mass units. Okay. Ah! And you are one of them! What the hell? Chapter 1 Uprising. This is the beginning of your fight against the threat against humanity. Okay, that's English. Oh my god, finally a break. Spin. Oh god. God, no, that is a whole lot more lore than what I remember there being. They added cutscenes and all that, and that's like really nice. I think they need to slow down the text a little bit. Like, just by a second. That's it. Just slow it down. Your butt covers the text a bit, by the way. Oh, screw, yeah. Screw you. You don't get to read. No. Nah, hold on. Yeah, here we go. This kind of works. Alright, let's see here. I just think I play one single game of Max. Total and normal people have many similar games instead of. Okay. I mean, hey, everyone has their games that they like. Okay, let's see here. So, you arrived at a building quite small by the standards of private military company headquarters. Oh, wait. By the standards of private military company headquarters you've seen in other shelters, but this is where you'll be for the future. It's your own PMC that your friend proposed you create with their funding. A proposal you can never decline. Taking a step inside, you navigated through small hallways into a large room. A woman was waiting for you with her determined smile. Wait, is the normal thing a normal, rare, wait, is the normal thing a normal, rare existential thought, and not just people sometimes remembering they are proven to be not normal? I don't know. I think this is being made a little too convoluted now. They claim jurisdiction of 90. I think you're, like, doubling back and making it, like, sort of counterintuitive to the thought, you know? It's like you had a train going, but then the train kind of did a loop. And went back to where it was before going further again. I wonder if this game implemented voice acting. Nope. The sprites are still the same too, actually. Or are they? Wait. Bob, fact check. Are the sprites different? I think they move a bit more. No, actually, I think the sprites are different. Bad! Bad, Bob! Bad! Move a bit more and more detail. Yeah, it seems so. Okay, so, Reina. Welcome back. I'm sorry I did not send someone to pick you up. I was busy with final checks for insurance purposes. Looks nothing like when we started the construction, right? Can't believe Eleanor paid for all these advanced machineries and technologies. Her clear, concise voice greeted you the moment you step inside. Reina's the PMC assistant, as well as a great combat handler you've known for a long time. I don't remember her being a PMC assistant before. I think that's a new addition, like a new additional detail. She's been training under the handler program while you yourself was under the pilot program. That I do remember. If not for the other name mentioned, Ella Near, you both would have been working under the WDF in different departments. Eleanor specifically asked you both to form a new private military company with her. Can I use... Okay, cool. Perplexing as it may be, you agreed to be its sole pilot. That is very perplexing. The commander of this whole shenanigan with Reina as your assistant, your handler, and much more. Hey yo! Hey yo! Hey yo! Nah, I get it. Because they're handling information and whatnot. So they're basic... You're the one running it, but they're effectively the one actually managing the paperwork. Working tirelessly to make this a possibility, attending orientations, oh my god, and a special curriculum for PMC commanders, you've been away for months at the WDF headquarters, situated half the world away in Shelter 1. One of the 12 last safe haven for humanity in this battle against the Quarks. I need to get a bonk sound effect for you in specific, Bob. Yeah, exactly. They handle the paperwork. We're the reason that paperwork happens. A strange name in itself, Shelters. You only learned of its importance as you grew up in this quark-invaded world. A place of safety where humanity can still live without fear. A dome-like bright veil of light hovering far above and stretching as fast as the eye can see across the expanse. Huh. Huge, tall, ever-standing walls mounted with turrets and ammunition factory, solar plants and battery. Oh my god. On the edge of that veil, large structures with heavy machineries and mass units in between the walls and city itself. These are all humanity is left with after decades of battle with the Quarks. Or Quarks, sorry. Just like when you run a Fleet 17 over civilian population. No! Don't do that! Yeah, no, that was my little slip-up. Alas, no defense is perfect against the invading Quarks. One shelter was finally breached and destroyed a few years ago, even with its layers and layers... Yeah, no, layers and layers of defense systems, Quark's attack of unprecedented scale can still topple everything down. That's what happened to Shelter 13! Don't you know we're still standing? Ain't dead yet. You were never there in person, but your mentors still talk of it till the day you left. They were still researching and creating contingency plans for one another. For another one of those attacks in the future. That is why PMCs are situated either by themselves or the WDF in every shelter. God, wow, you can tell that I am not doing comprehension today. Eleanor had set yours in Shelter 7. Lucky number 7. While the place is considered safe and popular for newer PMCs, far from all the red zones, dangerous areas situated as conquered by Quarks and unsafe for any human activities, the reasons are far more personal. This is a shelter where the three of you friends met each other. Aww. Oh! Raina and you were rescued from a shelter you did not remember and were a member of an orphanage. Eleanor was a lost child that found herself here before her parents came and took her back home. Such a place filled with memories. Oh man, that's actually kind of sad. What the fuck? Man, what's with mecha protagonists being orphans? How's the trip back here from Shelter 1? Well, you're staying here, so that should mean nothing went wrong. Nothing went wrong, fortunately. As you can see, almost everything is 100% operational and ready for deployment. Even the catapult. I don't know how much that thing costed near, or how she had enough money to pay for one. So they can't cry to their parents. Dude! Dude! Rhea mentioned the mechanical marvel that was attached towards the end of your headquarters. With how much power it used, it was placed quite a distance away from the main building to prevent any possible mishaps. Still, a method that can send your mass units to places as far as half the world away in a few hours. Okay, how much power is in a frickin' catapult if it can send a, 18-meter tall war machine halfway across the planet? How are we at a point where we're losing to quarks if we can do something like that? Like, what? Okay, so... Okay, so not every PMC has one of these. That explains the whole, local thing. You had already come to terms about your friend's mysterious motives, or the source of her wealth after lengthy explanations of how she'd pay for everything. You knew she was wealthy on a level you would not understand. During the weeks she lived at the orphanage, you've come to learn about the gap between the rich and the poor. The ones with everything, and the ones without anything. Fuck, okay, we're really hammering this in today, aren't we? Even in this world where one could call it post-apocalyptic, centuries of rebuilding, after the last World War devastated the world, and after the Quarks incident, class disparity still exists. Ah, yes. Even when society has collapsed, the power balance between the rich and the poor still remains as is. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. I feel like that's kind of weirdly on point for nowadays. In this shelter alone, you could see people who lost most of their wealth living in government-provided housings, while those that still found a way to push forward in life had their own places in residential areas. While not as much before, there are still people who look down upon others' mishaps. Oh god, why have I gotten stuffy? But that is all none of your issue. You're currently here, in a building you own through the funding of a friend. Construction was faster than expected, so there's nothing much left to supervise now. Commander. But you'll need to test out the pilot seat and familiarize yourself with our mass. Even though it's just a standard unit, you've been piloting all the while in your training program. Alright, there's one last thing I need to ask you. A name for our own private military company. I've decided to leave it alone until you came back, but it's a requirement, so the WDF had been... had been nagging me for a while now. It's good we had our mentors as referral, and they let this slide, Commander. Please tell me you did not forget to think of one. You did not, right? Rhea took her tablet and rotated it, facing it towards you, gesturing for you to type it out and sign it. Please put in a good name for us! Alright, we need a mercenary company name! Ferrets are us! That feels horrible. That feels horrible. Oh my god. Is Ferrets are us gonna be the only suggestion? Please no. Oh god, is there no contest to Ferrets R Us? This this feels so cursed. Gurren Fer- what the fuck? Winged Ferrets. I'm glad to see that Bob is having fun over here making references. Iron-blooded ferrets. Oh my god. I mean, you know what? Calling us that might not actually be the worst, at least. Oh god, okay. I'm making that checked in. There's the reason why every mecha pilot is an orphan, because yeah, it takes a level of patriotism and takes on. Good lord! I wasn't actually expecting an answer. That was not expected. The ferret. Okay. Okay. Okay, you. Alright. Alright. You're. You're lucky I do not have a bonk to deliver. Let's see here. Let's see if I can, let's see if... Hold on, let me see what I can do here. Really? Is it? Brr is so much better than brr because it feels effortful and rewarding and stimulating. Oh, I hate that I weirdly get that. Because the tap 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 tap. I feel it depends on what the purpose of the burr is. Like, it has to be a good burr, you know? If it's just generic burr, then holding it is easier and kind of just good enough. But if it's a bird that you really want to do a good bird, then tapping it, that's good satisfaction. Okay, I don't think I can do anything like setting up a poll or whatnot, can I? No, I don't think I can. Oh! And we got ads. Or at least it says we have ads. There's the ads. Yes, indeed, it was a minute long. Zega Fair. A lot of suggestions from Bob over here. Unfortunately, I have no means of putting up a poll. Fair. Oh, God. You know, eventually one of these is gonna click an idea. Eventually one. Admittedly, Ferrets R Us is sounding very much like a good, solid, funny option. OSR 4D. Confederacy. Oh shit, that's a good one. That's a good one. What the hell? Hold on, hold on. I do like this play on words. Unfortunately, almost every use of Confederacy has not been good. I don't know if that would give us a bad rep. Actually, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, this gave me an idea. Hold on. Let me cook here. Let me cook here. Nah, that looks dumb. Never mind. That was an overcook. That burnt. Confederacy seems a lot better than that. Alright, let's see here. Here, you know what? Hold on. United Ferret Socialist Republic is also an option, but I assume based on the previous mention it would be off the table. Possibly. Here, you know what? How about this? Well, since I can't do polls for some reason, how about 1 for Ferret R Us, 2 for, I don't know, Iron-Blooded Ferrets, and 3 for, the Confederacy. I'll let you guys decide in chat. While I handled getting rid of this bot. Fucking wireback. Ah, she. We have a tie. I see. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can bring in some tiebreakers. Let me see if I can bring in some tiebreakers. The attempts to get a tiebreaker may indeed fail. I keep thinking that there's like a fly or something. Then I keep looking over, and no, it's the mouse moving on the stream. That's gonna be weird getting used to. What the heck is going on? Why is it screaming so much at me? I don't think we're allowed to change our name, our company name later, are we? Hold on, wait a minute. I just... You know what? Hold on. I had a dumb idea. Very nefarious name. Okay, I will be honest. It is partially because of you two that I kind of came up to this one. Because the idea of putting ferret into another word and also using a brand like name, right? Like, Bob, I wonder if you can put two and two together of the dumb reference I'm trying to do now with this. It is not. Here, I'll put something else in here that should help. Here, does this help? Does this help? I actually kind of don't mind this. This actually isn't too bad. The chat goes silent. Yes, he got it. Let's go. I do genuinely have you guys to thank for me even processing this idea for a name. So thank you all for your suggestions and your cooking in chat. You all made a fine goddamn dish. How are we feeling on Chapter Leferators? This is a very clever, or not so clever, 40k reference that was inspired by your use of Confederacy. How are we feeling on this? Yes, it indeed does. The United Ferret Socialist Republic will get an honorable mention. You can clip it if you want. I'm jiggy with it. You guys did genuinely bring good names to the table. Well, you know what? I would say unknown user definitely did. Bob, you just put ferret in a lot of already established names. I like Toys R Ferrets. Toys R Ferrets was good. I'll admit that one was nice. That one was silly. I like puns. Oh god. Oh my god, imagine an entire toy store dedicated to ferrets. Just this specialized like ball or whatnot toys from the push, or like specialized like exercise stuff for them. I would work at a place like that. That sounds like it'd be amazing. Company name is invalid. Oh, wait, hold on. I figured out the issue. What? 632 character, AZ. Is it no white space at the beginning or end? Can I do this? Huh? What? 6 to 32 characters. Wait. Did I put too many? A to Z. A to Z. 09. No white space. Begins. No white space at the beginnings or ends. Wait, so this is not, doing this isn't acceptable? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I know, that definitely shouldn't. Honorable mention. We might not be able to. Okay, hold on. I might have to remove chapter from this. Because it doesn't seem to appreciate the cleverness here. You know what? I'm fine if it's just Leferators. I can suffer with that. Company name is invalid? What? No white space at beginning or end. What? What? Huh? Do I have to do this? Like... Is this it? Oh! I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. Chapter. Hold on, I think I figured it out. I figured out the problem. I figured out the problem. I figured out the problem. For some reason. There we go. There we go. I figured out the problem. For some reason, there was an extra space at the end. I must have accidentally did that. That is a pain. I got so scared. Nah, that wasn't a bug. That was me putting in an accidental input and forgetting that I did that input. So, oddly enough, it's not that it's a bug, it's that it's too strict to its code. Which of those mechs I listed were the two I played the most exclusively? I think you mentioned Flea earlier, so I'm going to assume the Flea. As for the other one, I'm going to take a wild shot and assume the Akbi. Because you have two FS9s, so I'm guessing that you interchange between those. So it would have to either be the Akbi or SDR. Yeah, I gotta do a spelunk! Oh god, no, I need to fix... Oh no. Yeah. It is not their Chia, but it was actually my first mech. Oh, okay. Ah! Condemned to spinning, I am. Is there the same as... Okay. Alright. God, I haven't done Mech Warrior in a while. I think there was an event last time I played and I barely got into it. Please, the only... Okay. I need to do another Mech Warrior stream. Maybe next Saturday. We'll see. We'll see. Chapter of the Ferators. That has a nice ring to it. Okay, I'll be sending all these files to our mentors at WDF. They'll surely approve of it. For now, please follow me to the mission briefing room. Quinn is doing the final tuning on your control system, and she wanted you for a final test. Raina said that as she moved towards the briefing room. That's where she set up her office in this small building. Oh, look at our block! Look at him! He's a block! Oh, such a blocky boy. And we have nothing unlocked. Oh, no, actually, we start off with some things unlocked. Okay. That's a surprise. Well, first I want to give my next play also. Go for the FS9E. Magshot plus snub PPC go burr. Oh, Blitz. Okay, so we start off with the Blitz face, Titan face, Assault Mark 1, and Vanguard. What do we start off with for chests? Okay, so that's just what we start off with standardly for everything. Ooh, okay. Hey, buddy! Oh, I can't. Oh, I love this backpack. Oh, but I love that too. You know what? We'll put this on, just because that it looks like it gives us a little better, even though I know that it statistically does nothing for us. Oh god. Oh. Oh. No, 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 dude. This. Then mirror. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Stats are second to appearance. Oh, I give it a tiny bit away, just a hint. Damn. What the hell? 140 plus ping, what the heck? That's insane. Okay, what do we have unlocked for weapons? That's what I want to know. Okay, we actually have a few grips unlocked already. What about weapon types? Oh, the base L sword! This is for customizing your own weapon, I believe. So, like, if you want to use the accessory parts to, like, design your own weapon. That's... Wait, so that was for sword. This is for mace. This is for short mace, I'm guessing. We start off with lance?! We don't have to work for it?! Oh my god! Hell yeah! I am a lover of lances. Seeing this is making my day. Oh. Oh, beautiful. Oh. Hold on, that gives me a dumb idea. Hand drill! You have indeed turned the chat green. Good lord. Bob, begin converting the chat to another color. Okay, this actually kind of matters, I believe. Because machine trigger versus base trigger, yeah. No, wait, no, it's the barrel itself, right? What? What? We have pile bunker? What? What? Blade barrel? What? Wow! They added new weapons! Oh my god! That's insane! Okay, what about the energy weapons? Do we have any more new energy weapons? Prism? What the hell is Prism? More... Okay, so Wave is shotgun, I remember that. What? Ray is concentrated beam. Right. Auto and one shot. Okay. What about missiles? What do we have for missiles? Flathead, warhead, point head, marker, and airbee. Okay. Alright. And we have basic drones at the moment. God, there is so much. Oh my lord. So much. So much to unlock. Oh, this is beautiful. help. My messages is needing approval. I'm also green. You're kind of more like blue leaning though. Deep. Oh my god. I will allow that message. I will allow it. Okay, on... Oh, interesting. On Twitch, you're green, but on my mobile, you're blue. Interesting. L&M over there is the only one that's not a shade of, like, blue or green. They're just on the complete opposite spectrum of red. Oh, right. By the way, L&M, I don't know if I told you, but you have moderator powers now. Feel free to bonk people in my stead. You leisurely followed her through a short hallway, reaching a room with monitors on one side, showing a large digital map of the world, graphs, calculations, and texts of unprecedented amount, and an elevated platform with desks full of documents on the other. Oh, God. Oh, we have an Atrizen here. Atrizen is condemning me to do a spin now. Ah. Also, as a warning, 40 seconds until ads. I'll accept bonking from from small big booba ladies. They specifically have to be small big booba ladies. Like what is small to you though? You guys can set colors? Man, I feel dumb. Wait, no, I think I did that too. So I believe I'm blue. Alright, ads incoming! Prepare yourselves! I'm gonna take the opportunity to drink some water. Or not. Did it lie to me? Oh, there's the ads, finally. Oh my god. Took them a minute there. Hold on. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, no, ads were late for some reason. Alright. It's been an hour. We haven't even gotten through the first chapter. We haven't deployed. Let's go! You leisurely followed her through... Oh, no, I already read this part. Okay. Your mentor once told you, no matter how far technology has come, people still tend to perform some tasks on things like paper. This screw of yours seems to be one of them, seeing the messy stack and stationaries right beside. It also prevents digital tampering or data theft, but that's not something seen often. Looking around, you notice a childlike person clicking away at a large panel of keys right beside a complex machine resembling a seat. It seems she had noticed your presence as her hands slowed down to a stop. Quindolia. I don't remember this name. This is... what? Hello, Commander. I've just finished tuning the new control systems. You're just in time. This is Quindolia, one of the youngest crew members who's working as your PMC's developer, researching and looking into new methods to enhance your mass unit. I think they had a different design before. Like, slightly different. Elenir mentioned she's the grandchild of your head engineer in a crew introduction document she's prepared for you. It seems grandfather was a renowned engineer in the past, and even though he wanted to just live in retirement, Elenir was able to pursue his employment through various conditions. One of them was that your... Wait. One of them was that your... Okay, first confusing error. She'll fund any education for Quindolia and provide housing for any crew members who wanted to just stay within the PMC's perimeter so they don't need to travel to and from work. Coincidentally, Quindolia, as young as she is, does not wish to loiter around freely. Living with him for as long as she remembered, Quindolia was inspired by her grandfather and self-studied her way into mass units modification and everything it required to be it mathematics, science, or engineering. Is he blue? Or is he another color now? Hey, PM, what's up? He is red right now. Oh. But without strength, her grandfather prohibited her from messing around with hardware and heavy machineries. Resigning herself, she aimed for a position in your PMC where she could work alongside her grandfather instead. And nothing short of a genius, she committed herself to secure the position of a development specialist, reading through hundreds and thousands of documents from the WDF and setting up this whole place for the purpose of adapting new technologies for your mass units. On a file note, Reyna told you that she allowed everyone to just call her Quinn for the ease of it. Yeah, no, Quinn definitely is easy. You took another glance at the pilot seat, a name given to a mass controller unit that can come in the form of a seat and frictionless tracking device, neural headgears, or other specialized devices. What's left is to test it out in the combat simulator before we're sure it's ready for any missions. I've input all the data to the simulator to simulate our mass frame already, so what you're controlling will just be like the real thing. I want to collect every kind of data, be it efficiency, speed, durability, anything to make sure this thing works correctly. As well as your data, Commander. You need to get familiar with its controls. Right. I've also just finished sending all the papers to our mentors. That was fast. They should be reviewing it, and, if approved, they'll forward it to the WDF for us. So, to simulate a real combat experience, I'll be your handler in this simple exercise, Commander. Commander, if you may, please take a seat in that pilot simulation system. Oh, PM is playing a horror game? Fun. Embrace a color. Last report. Ooh, never heard of that one. Am I lagging? Hold on. Someone mentioned I'm lagging. Am I lagging? Okay, that's what's going on. Okay. I'll give it a few minutes for anyone who's planning to restart their stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing a handful of people. What is the best MWO Mac? Oh, that's a tough one. Oh man, best one in my opinion. I'd say it depends, but I can't really give a concrete answer because I've only used a select number of mechs. Like, for example, I think the Bull Shark is one of the best, but that's also because it's one of the only champion class that I have, or assault class, not champion, that I have. I would say the Ice Ferret, but the Ice Ferret really isn't as good as I wish it was. The one that wins. You know what? That's true. That's solid right there. Alright. We're gonna start this difficulty normal training mission. Ugh.
Mission start.
Oh! Oh. Oh! Woo! Oh, we're fast boys. That's new. Physical weapons didn't used to have that. Or like the standard guns, at least. Oh. Also, just because the blinder really is. Ah! They condemn me to the spins! Okay, wait, but how do I... Hold on, wait. How do you fire missiles? I guess I just don't know yet. Oh god. Yeah, it's past this and close to having go no sleep. If sleep is optional, I can sleep later. I can't spin to ferret later. Ah! I have spun the spins! Ah! Truly, I need to set up a means that spins the ferret automatically. I don't know if it is possible. No, if you keep spinning me, we won't get anything done. Chat, no! We will not get to see more. Okay, I think I've done all the spins I need to. I think. No! No! Okay, you know what? Hold on. I know how to fix this. I'll just spin faster than the bites. Come in. I will outspin them all! Ah! Oh, wait. No, yeah. Okay, violence. Oh. Oh.
Mission clear.
No! Spins. Oh god. What the fuck? Okay, how's it, Commander? Our control systems and the mass frame. It's good, right? Gwen modified it herself. I can't wait to see it used in the real thing. The test results came out quite good, but now I'll need to adjust them accordingly and transfer all data into the system we got. Well, I'll continue with my work. Thank you for your cooperation, both of you. Oh, right, Commander. I'll head back to my room first, but you should come visit it. I'd like your input on the development directions we're taking. Also, Waltz and Uncle Kale came in to check on the final test. They said you should check something out with them as well, so don't forget to visit them. Every time I spammed a different streamer with hydrates, that was a hell of a timing, and the other person got time limit hydrate. God. You know what? Do you know if there's a way to tie using things like bytes to, like, automatically move a PNG? Do you know if there's a way we can set something like that up so I don't have to manually do it? Oh, bye, Bob. We lost a goat. What? Boo boo F accounting. Boo boo F accounting. You may just be able to hit a button and spin. If I could hit a button and spin, that'd honestly be really nice. Ugh. Okay. We need to make some progress here. We've only just gotten past the training, and we're over an hour into this. You walked in a small room Quindolia was assigned to. In your opinion, it's much more of an office, filled with monitors of varying sizes and functions, with metal arms holding large amount of mechanical apparatus around the office. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Okay, there we go. One could say it's a messy room, but owners of these kind of rooms knows where everything is placed, and no other should try to clean or move anything. In this certain case, the owner is moving her hands non-stop, even faster than when you caught her working in the pilot area. You caught her smiling a bit to herself, but noticing you came around, her face turned stoic as she always had. Is she trying to hide her excitement? An observation. Welcome, Commander. I finished adjusting the pilot area moments ago and was reading up on the available technologies that we can acquire from the WDF. Researching them should allow us to utilize and customize our mass unit to suit your piloting style more. You already know this, but I can help you develop new technologies for your mass here in this place. They will improve a mass performance and will help you complete your missions without fail. Do not neglect paying for research and development, Commander. To my understanding, development and research is pretty much the only way to actually increase your stats in this game. If I understand right, armor doesn't actually influence anything. Oh, that does suck. Yeah, honestly, I would probably recommend sleep. If I remember correctly, Twitch updated their system so that people who idle are considered not a viewer. I don't remember. After I finish, their plans will be given to our engineers, and they'll make it for you. And you can have Uncle Kale help you tune your mass at any time. I brought up the development tree for you here, so take a look at the nodes and see if any interest you. We don't have the resources to do any of them yet, though. Mass Builder uses development and tuning system. In this menu, you can unlock new technologies here and equip them in the tuning menu. Engine and OS tree focus on SAS. Crap, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Engine and OS tree focuses on status changes, and players can focus on the various playstyles they'd like to play with, while the architecture tree contains both status changes and skills. Active effects mean that the status will only take effect when that certain unit is equipped. Passives mean that the status effect will take effect at all time. That's new. Or maybe it's not new, I'm not sure. Crap, maybe I should have napped. Okay, let's continue on. As you enter a large room near the hangar, you were greeted with the smell of fumes and paint. This is where your engineers picks their office, with all the differing designs of metal and chemical works lying around. A young man, yelling and laughing with the crew, turns towards you. Waltz! Yo, Commander, did you have fun with that within that simulator? Since we got a standard unit, the pilot seat should have all the basic data input into it already. But we've been messing with the unit non-stop. We asked Quindolia to fix the seat before he got back. I'll admit, some of the English is whiplashing me a bit. This young man right here is an Olympic crew. Eleanor did not mention much about him, but he seems to be a trusted apprentice of the aforementioned grandfather of Quindolia. Well, after all that, though, did you like the designs of it? This standard mask we got for you... Wait, you don't need to answer that. I've not met a single person to not make modifications on their units, so you must have something you want to do in your head already. Yeah, I know, it's called I Already Did It. So don't you worry, my team and I will always be ready to discuss your ideas. Can't wait to see what's in that head of yours. On that note, we've got some standard parts available. If you've got some time, we can check them out and start working immediately. Oops. The armor menu allows you to change the aesthetics of your mass unit without affecting your status in any way. There are no relation between your looks and your performance at all. The weight value is just a flavor text. That's actually kind of funny. Weight means nothing. It's just there for the sake of being there. You're currently provided with some basic armor pieces that you can use to customize your unit. You can obtain blueprints to unlock other pieces by playing through missions. Each mission has its own drop list. Hunts and challenge missions, which are unlocked later in the game, will provide more varied drops. When an armor piece reaches 100%, the drop rate is much lowered, so you can unlock newer ones easier. Yeah, no, apparently not. I'm sorry, dude. What else can we do? I do kind of like the thoroughness of this, because, like, you can make something asymmetrical if you want. We'll keep the messing around to that, I think. Moving on to a room filled with lots of wirings and power tools within the hangar itself, you heard loud footsteps behind you, but before you could turn, a large hand had already smacked you onto your back. If not for your protective gears, that would have hurt a lot. Oh, there's Kale! Damn, I think they made him more fit. Oi, lad! If you goes out there and perform like you did in the simulator, we'll sure have it easy without the need to repairs. And finally, the head engineer, the renowned person who came out of retirement by the convincing words of L. I'm just calling them L now. The one who's a mentor to most of your engineers, including Waltz. The one they called Uncle Kale. His large frame and height would tower over most people, giving him an intimidating presence that contrasts his jolly demeanor of a doting grandfather. During your introduction months ago, Kale mentioned he survived the days where mass units did not exist yet, but not anything more. Recalling the stories of your mentor, you understand the gruesome sights he must have seen and why he didn't want to talk about it, so you never pressed further. Well, lad, what I wanted to talk about to you was about the performances. Did the frame move as you expected it to? You see, aside from hardware stuffs and decorations, we engineers here in the base can help you tune up the mass. Provided you have the technologies for us. Changing engines, installing new control schemes, attaching new mechanisms into your unit. We'll see that it's best suited for your piloting styles. Remember, though, that each piece of hardware can only be tuned up a certain way, and we can't have everything. In regards of how tuning works, we engineers classify each development branch into main units and subunits. Each main unit provides slots where we can put in subunits. For engines and operating systems, we can slot in subunits of different levels together. Architectures and techs are different beasts, though. Techs will provide special abilities to your mass unit, but the only ones with the highest level will work if the subunits have similar abilities, unless the manual says that they can work together or stack. Just come ask me if you want to tune it up in some way. Alright, lad? The tuning menu allows you to equip the units that you've unlocked through the development menu. Each main unit provides a large status change and can be equipped with more subunits that provide smaller changes to fine-tune your unit. Read more on how each status will help your performance in the help menu. Back to Reyna! Yes, sir. Alright, I'll call the commander immediately. Ah, you came at a good time, Commander. Well, the mission it is. Right after we sent in our name, guess they had something around the area waiting. I'll get images running on the main monitor so they can brief us on the objectives of the mission. Hello, Agent Kanai? Sorry for the wait. Our commander is ready. You can start the briefing. Okay, thank you very much, Reyna. And hello there, Commander of the Chapter Laferators. I'm Kenta Murakami, an agent of the WDF. Call name Kunai. Commander, why are you laughing? This is a formal conversation. We need to do everything by the rules. We can't skip the introductions, Commander. Yeah, no, I do want to laugh. Motherfucker is named after, effectively, a knife. Just like you always were, aren't you? You're a commander now. You need to abide by the rules. Kanai showed you the slightest smile you could see. He's a stern guy that helped train you when you were learning the ropes to being a pilot. You always thought he's an unsociable person, but he's actually just too serious in his works. That smile is something you don't see often from a guy like Kunai. Back to the missions. We have reports that one of the main signal broadcasting stations of the North Pacific Union has malfunctioned. That station is located in the inner areas of Ismoil Canyon. It's reported a few days ago, and we just don't have someone available in the area until now. Ismoil Canyon. That place sounds familiar, right? It's an old abandoned bunker from the old days. No, I couldn't have guessed it was from the old days. There's no human living in the vicinity, but we still use it as a signal broadcasting station until today. The WDF had plans to send a maintenance team down there to fix it, but we need to be sure it's safe to do so. And that's the gist of our mission? Correct. We'd like you to destroy any quarks in the area so we can send in our maintenance team. From the looks of it, there will be quite a few, as we've detected a spike in void energy before the signal was cut off. Okay, that's all for the briefing of this mission. You can start the operation as soon as you're ready. We'll wait for your reports. Be careful, and good luck to you. Thank you very much, Agent Kanai. We'll report it as soon as possible. Briefing over. That's simple enough, Commander. I think Quinn is almost finished with her final setups. Whenever you're ready, we can take on the mission. Look at the pilot seat located in the middle of the briefing room. This is the moment of truth. This is your first official mission of your PMC. Taking a seat in the system would link you to your mass, and you'll be launched into the battlefield. That's the first step towards helping humanity. Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, I think this was mentioned in the opening cinematics, but it went too fast for me to read. When it called mass units unmanned machines, I think that means that we don't actually have a cockpit. We're connected remotely. I'm not sure. Time to mess around. Time to fuck around and find out.
Destination confirmed. Launch process initiated. Arriving at destination. Engaging combat protocols.
Alright.
Mission start.
We're arriving near the first relay tower. Void particles are thin, but be careful. There are?
Large group enemies incoming.
I still don't know how to do the missile. Ah, whatever. Let's go. Whoa. Okay, so this is kind of like how I remember it.
Mission objective updated.
Honestly, the only problem is that I haven't figured out how to fire missiles.
Multiple energy signals detected.
There we go. This is no biggie. We can handle this easily.
New objective received.
Yes, yes, we can handle this. We've got this. Alright. Large enemy signals over there. Please check it out. Our first biggin.
Threat. Highest level detected.
Smack, 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 smackity, smack. Alright, alright, alright. That hurt, that hurt. Oh, I had to manually load that. Okay. Oh, he's invincible.
required.
So yeah, no, geez. If you're not on the ground, then some attacks won't hurt you. Unfortunately, you are now dead.
Mission clear.
There we go, that wasn't too bad. Now it's time to grind that mission on every other difficulty. Hey, that got us some good material too. Oh, moving your hands around for more than a few minutes, you finally finish setting up your mass frame to return to base on autopilot. It would take at most a few hours to reach where you are from the mission area. Welcome back, Commander. You did great out there. Everyone at the base was excited with your first mission. Uncle Kale is very relieved to see it went well. Would you mind meeting with him for now? Yeah, sure, I don't mind meeting with him. But first, let's beat up that mission on, I don't know, let's push our limit.
Systems check completed. Launch process initiated. Arriving at destination.
Big
Shifting
old
to
rocket
controls.
pon's on his shoulder. Yeah, they do look a little
Mission
silly.
start.
We'll try to unlock other ones so that we don't look as silly.
Multiple energy signals
Shoot.
detected.
Oh. Now I know that very hard hurts like a bitch. Let's go. Yeah, they really do. I think there's a way to turn them off. I'm not sure.
New objective received. Multiple enemies inbound. New objective received.
There we go. Hey, and we got a whole bunch of goodies. I apologize if I'm really quiet. The brain is not fully braining tonight. Game? There we go. Oh, you're immediately... Okay, oh, okay. Missile spam!
Out of ammo.
Okay, Buster, chill. My dude, you're hitting your own guy more than you are me.
Receive consecutive damage.
Oh, well, here we go. Ah! Man, you really got turned into a just meat shield, eh? Oh, jeez. Finally! Good lord. Oh, you took a bit more to kill than I thought you would. Money, 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 money. Alright. You need to keep one of the pests alive if you take them out. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, they're there to spawn in case you ever need more ammo, is how I see it. Ah, fuck. I'm curious, how much did that unlock for us so far? So a bit into the Titan head. Whoa, Zenith. What is Zenith? Okay, how about for weapons? Any new things for weapons? Indeed, new things for weapons. Ooh. Combat dual grip, for example. Side polearm? Ooh, okay. Oh, we even unlocked a shotgun. Hey, we unlocked shield parts. Knight handle? Oh. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Oh. We unlocked... Okay, this is what... Ooh, cluster. Cluster! I love clusters. Alright. Now we've unlocked a little bit. To my understanding, the more you play these missions, the more you unlock. I don't know if that's still how it is. You want to do at least like once or twice of every difficulty. But we'll do a bit more plot. Hopefully enough to unlock the next mission. We've kind of gone, we've dragged on for a bit, so we'll cover the first two missions this stream, and then maybe Saturday or tomorrow we'll try to see if we can cover some more. I might end up doing an early morning stream. We'll see. Because admittedly, I am struggling to keep up. Like, I am heavily reliant on sugar at the moment. Oi, lad! I see you're in good condition after that first mission. As a veteran, it's always good to see the pilot doing fine. Oh, he's such a sweet guy. He's just a sweet guy, chat. He really is good old uncle. In the old days, where we still need to get out there and risk getting injured with all the void particles, I would wear a protective suit and have you run by the doctors before anything already. Those things itch a lot, I tell you. You remembered Kale telling you before he joined the company that he was once a very esteemed frontier engineer that was working alongside the mechs with pilots inside them. He sometimes jokingly say that they had to remove pilots crippled from void particles from their mechs. Jokingly say? Are you sure? That doesn't sound like a joke. Don't mind the sounds. Don't mind the sounds! Ow. Stabbed myself. Now it's all long-range controls. If only we were able to invent all these earlier, more of the pilots would have survived. Oh, there's an ad happening. God, I could go for a burger. It tempts me with a burger, chat. How could it? How could it? How could it? How could it? It gives me time to sugar up here. Hey, and we're back. Crinkle, 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 ads! In your history lessons, you once saw footage of large construction machineries defending a building against quarks. It's said that old men and women pilot these things to stall for time, and the only thing they can recover were these machines to be cleaned and rebuilt. So, I can assume you're perfectly fine. I was afraid your feedback transmission system will hurt you, but seeing this thing stand tall with just minor damages. Yeah, I was too worried about you, lad. Or maybe it was because of Quindola's hard work? Maybe you're right. That grandchild of mine was a genius after all. But, you know, being a person of my age, I don't want young'uns like her working this hard. She should have a more entertaining childhood. And that means you as well, Commander. If I ever see you work too hard, I'll smack some sense into you and have Raina lock you up in a treatment room. Oh, sorry about my rants. I just want to see you in the flesh after the first mission. Seems my worries were for nothing. You look as healthy as ever. It felt good to come out of retirement to this. Thanks, lad. Now I'll need to continue my work. Seeing you guys like this, I'll need to train better engineers so we'll work better! Ha ha ha! As quickly as the old man came for you, he vanished into the crowd of engineers cheering. He smiled. This is what a successful mission feels like, eh? Hello, Goober. Goober is under chat. Goob them. It's been a few days from your last mission. You've been thinking a lot on Kale's words last time, and now you've got some time around without any missions. That is a very interesting grammatical error there. It's working hard on getting things better on grounds. With the last mission showing how things can turn out and what your preferred style are, your crew members are adjusting themselves to your need without fail. Talking more with everyone helps. You've been dead set on becoming a pilot that just follows orders from the WDF. And now you've got much more responsibilities, and you need to learn from every aspect possible. Commander, this mission posted by the WDF requiring help from anyone who's available. By my calculations, we will still be making profit, and it'll be beneficial to every side. Come meet me at the mission briefing room when you're ready. Alright, next mission unlocked. Let's go! I'll accept the mission on the system now. I should be calling in... Ring! That wasn't even a minute. I wonder if this is a mission that people think it's too dangerous or not paying enough. Thank you very much for the quick response. I'll now explain the mission to the commander. 3 hours ago, we were supposed to reach supplies for the shelter that was sent to us airborne. However, the supply package did not reach the designated area that it should be sent to. Was that due to the snowstorm that often happened around the area? Exactly. These unpredictable snowstorms had unfortunately blown away the supplies package. It landed more than a few clicks out there in a quite dangerous area where quarks are spotted. We were about to send our retrieval team along our mass units, but during this time, most of us are out on missions. We will assign you to one area alongside other PMCs, as supplies are quite scattered. Please get rid of any quarks in the area, and stand by until our retrieval unit can go over and bring them back. Will do. Thank you very much, Kanai. Commander, whenever you are ready, please head to the pilot seat and start the mission. Ooh! Let's go! Here, we'll keep it set on hard.
Destination confirmed. Launch process initiated. Arriving at destination. Shifting to pellet controls.
Okay.
Multiple enemies.
Uh-oh. We got a new one. There we go. That wasn't too hard. That wasn't too bad at all.
Objective updated.
Uh-oh. Oh no, not defense. Not defense! Oi! Get off that! That's not very fair. I can't take your attention off of it. Good, take it. HEX11. Hmm. The Harrier. Okay. Huh?
Multiple energy signals detected.
Oh dear. Bet, let's go! Oh, hi! Another new one. This ain't gonna be a problem. Come here, you! Stop running! Bat, come here! Ah! Now we finish off the stragglers. Am I missing any loot? Seems so far so good. Hey, there we go. Exiting from the pilot controls, you saw Reyna standing right beside you, looking at the monitor, watching your mass returning back to headquarters on autopilot. Snowfields would be so much nicer if it weren't for all the storms and quarks, don't you think? By the way, Waltz came around just now and mentioned he had something he wanted to talk to you about, Commander. Can you visit him in the armory? I'll be on standby to see if our mass detects anything that requires attention. Alright, how's everybody feeling tonight, chat? How's everyone doing? Alright, well... oh, that is an interesting error. Okay, so that's been the first 2 missions of Mass Builder. For those who are coming in or have only come in recently, that is a game available on Steam. I don't know if it's available on any other platform. I just know for a fact it's on Steam presently for about $30 Canadian. It's on a 10% sale, so pricing varies depending on where you are. I kind of had a late start to today, and I'll admit, even I'm taking a toll here. I'm gonna do this again, but for now we're gonna stop. I didn't get to showcase a lot about Mass Builder, but I plan to showcase a lot of it later, because this is a fun game. I was admittedly hoping to see a bit more changes than what I'm presently seeing, but at the same time, I haven't really tapped into the customization aspect yet, and the customization is where the game shines. Because, hold on, let me give an example. The accessories parts, right? All these options that you can use to modify the appearance of something. 4 categories, all with different types of parts. And you can use them to, genuinely change the aesthetic of either your weapon or armor. Oh god, looking at it is making me giddy for unlocking more. And I desperately want to unlock more. Wirehead, barrels, scopes, different types of scopes, a whole bunch. Ventilation, cooling tiles are new, actually. Oh my god. Grading? Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, they added treads and tracks and all that. Wire modules. Oh, that's cool. See, this is what I mean, right? They have all these cool details that we haven't even touched on yet. Unfortunately, my brain is becoming dumb, and that's not a fault of the game. I haven't prepared myself properly. So either tomorrow or Saturday, we're going to start a stream much earlier and go on for much longer. It'll probably be Saturday. Tomorrow, I'll try to do a stream in the early morning to mid-afternoon, lunchtime-ish. Don't expect it to happen. I'm saying I'm simply going to try. Do expect a stream Saturday. I am planning, I should have time to do things Saturday. And if I'm not misunderstanding, I believe Bubba and them are also going to probably be on that day. I could be wrong. I don't know for certain. Let's see here.